And we are live, Table Talk, streaming on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, all the usual spots. All your comments and questions very much welcome. I am Mo Lightning. The beauty in the middle is Lindsay with an E. Lindsay, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? I'm excited.
Good.
Yeah.
So far, so good. And the
Awesome.
man modeling his brand new shirt, he's very proud of it. I'm proud that he just has color in his collection. He is the WWE Hall of Famer. Yvonne, how are you, sir?
I'm good. And thank you enough for the shirt. I mean, it's been an absolute honor to be able to sport my shirt on the podcast. I mean, I'm loving it. People are already asking what's going on. How do I get a shirt? And I can guarantee you, our two guests that's on right now, oh, they definitely get a shirt. They definitely can represent Dudleyville, at least Devon Dudley, that is.
And would you like to introduce our guests?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to put in a long intro, but what I am going to say is that I am proud to have on this week on Table Talk the greatest tag team of this era right now as we speak. Okay, as we speak, the greatest. And I don't care what anybody might put in front of them. They will conquer, they will defeat, and they will testify. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to introduce the men of the hour, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, my brother. Testify.
And he says he's not going to make a long intro.
Thank you.
That's what I was thinking.
That was great, man. Go ahead. Keep on buffer. Let's go.
He practiced that really hard.
Listen, I'm going to say this. You know, when Bubba and I came back, one of the things that we wanted to do, and one of the things that we said was wrestle the Usos. We really wanted to work with those guys, and it was great to be able to come back and not only meet them for the first time, but later on, a few weeks later, we wind up being in the same ring and tearing it down. It was the Usos, it was the New Day and the Dudleys taking over where Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys left off. And let me tell you, I was very happy to be a part of this group because here's the deal. The last time before we came back to WWE, I remember seeing these guys as little kids. And now all of a sudden, we're sharing a locker room together. I'm like, what the hell? Where did time go? I'm the old man of the group now.
Hey, you still moving, dog. What you mean? You still moving,
Oh,
man.
listen, look, Jimmy, don't get them started because these two up there, they swear that I'm not retired and I'm coming back. And I keep telling them it's over. I got super kicked one too many times from the Usos to know to hang it up.
Come on, man. Hey, Dave, but we got to tell you, man, the respect goes right back to you, man. As far as me and my brother, to be able to step in the ring with you guys, the Dudleys, you know, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys, man, y'all was like the epitome of tag team wrestling when we grew up. So for us to be able to step in on the other side, it was crazy, bro. We little girls in there, bro. Trust me, we was over there, living the dream, literally living the dream. So,
Well,
man,
the great-
we want to thank you, bro. Straight up.
Thank you. The great part about it was one of the things he said to me. He goes, Devon, I just want to let you know, my mom's was upset at you for the longest. And I said, why? He said, because, man, me and my brother would put each other through the tables, and my mother would have to buy new tables every week just because of you guys. So when their mom did come to the show when I was there, I had to formally apologize for all my actions during the Attitude Era because I knew it cost her a lot of money during those days.
Boy, I think my ass was swollen for about a month getting my tail whipped every now.
I want to point out that Jay apparently left the conversation after you said you're not coming out of retirement, Devon.
Yeah, well,
I noticed that.
Jay has been trying to get me back, but you know, I keep telling him, brother's done. I'll make a way back maybe when TNT, my sons come back, just like Rikishi came back with his boys.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? My brother, he's been having trouble with his Wi-Fi. We did the R-Truth game show like a couple of weeks ago, and his Wi-Fi kept going in and out, and he kept stuttering and freezing and lagging, and we was calling him T-Pain the whole time.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, man.
I'll go ahead and carry this on for my brother, just like I always do carry him. I got you, Ace. Don't worry, I got you.
Well, with that said, we'll dive right into a fan question here. When are we going to see you guys back in the ring?
Snap, man. Right now, I'm working on this knee injury, man. I've never had an injury in my life, period. Through football, through putting my brother through tables, through doing all the crazy stuff we've done. I've never had an injury. So to get hurt at WrestleMania this year, man, kind of, I ain't know what to do. You know, I was sitting there like, damn, do I be mad? Do I be sad? Should I be worried? But you know, man, I mean, you take it one day at a time. Luckily, I got a great family I can go to, man. A lot of the guys that's been hurt, you know, it's hard. Devon, you know about this. It's hard to turn off. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's hard when you get home. You know, you be moving so much, and it's hard to kind of turn off. So, trying to turn off. My wife was like, "Yo, you need to just stop worrying. You can't watch SmackDown right now. You can't watch Raw right now. You know, just get off. Try to turn off and, you know, hang out. Go do that garden in the back you've been talking about doing for the past 2 years. Shoot. So,
Well,
you know, I'm over here gardening, you know, home improvements, man, doing quarantine projects, man.
Yeah.
Doing things, you know. Shoot.
That sounds like a reality show right there.
Man, it's almost like my life has
Oh, yeah.
been very like this way since I've been home. Just like, yeah, you do that. And so she's back. She still gets to go to work, right? She still, you know, she'll leave, go back. When I come back, we'll make sure we have, you know, that, and done. I'm like, yeah.
The honey-do list. We're working on it.
So tell me, how is the rehab coming? I mean,
It's going.
What did you actually do to your knee?
Yeah, man. The first minute of WrestleMania, man, I tore my ACL within the first minute. Had no idea. All I knew was I went down. And I went down on the most, it's like jumping, like I jumped off the ladder, like 4 feet, landed on the mat. And that's how I blew my ACL. And you mean to tell me, out of all the crazy things we done in the past 10 years in the WWE, I get hurt from falling 4 feet off a ladder, man. I was pissed, but I knew something was wrong, man. But completely tore my ACL, man, clean out. And they told me 2 days later that, you know, yeah, you have an ACL tour. I was like, no way. No way, because I finished the match. It was a 30-minute match, and we jumping off ladders, and I was watching them. Like when I watched the match back, I tore within a minute. So all the other stuff is just on a bum leg, and I'm like watching, like, oh, I can't even. I ain't goosebumps talking about it because I don't like hospitals, man. I don't like doctors. I don't even take medicine. I don't like none of it. Like, you know, so to sit there and have to sit there in a gown, and actually Trent is poor thing. She was mad she couldn't be there with me because my wife, because she had to leave. Something came up earlier. I was like, no, go ahead. So I'm only getting surgery. I got you.
Fine.
Yeah, man, tore the ACL, and they're looking back January, you know, so hopefully we back ready to roll, man. So I'm missing everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going crazy over here, D. I'm going crazy. Write me in or something. Just write me in.
Listen, look, you know, if I could, I definitely would. And if anybody knows about injuries and being out, it would definitely be me. Because again, you know, out of all the stuff that we've gone through over the years, and you know, just our careers, the Dudleys, ECW, WWE, the other organizations, you know, and dealing with the pain and having to be home, I understand the agony you have on wanting to get back on the road. It's a trip. And for those of you that don't know, you know, that type of mindset when you're basically, like he said, on the go so much, and then all of a sudden now you get sidelined. Now you're forced to stay home. It's something that really messes with your brain. That's another reason why after retirement, I either got to still work for the company behind the scenes or have the podcast or do any of these other things outside, because I would practically lose my mind if I just sat home and retired and did nothing.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. But I'm so on it now, man. Like now being home, now I'm off. Now I'm off. Now you can't even turn it back on. So you know, I'm ready to, you know. So I'm having a blast though, man. It's good to have some time away, time off, and heal. Make sure we heal, because I want to get back in. But Doc's like, skirt. Put the brakes on, Put the brakes on.
Answer Lori's question. We're waiting for Jay to reconnect. As soon as he does, we'll get him back on the show. But Jimmy carries the team. He carries the conversation. We're
Go
fine.
ahead and carry it. You go ahead and you just take your time. You no rush to get back on.
So you said this is your first injury. How many years have you been wrestling before this happened?
11 with the company, or going on 11 with the company, but about 13 total, man. 13 total. So I took the name. Dean Ambrose actually had the Iron Man nickname, man. Like, so it was cool stat. This fan, our fans, man, they're awesome. So they knew how many matches I had, how many days off I had in between the match, and I think it was like 15, 20 was the longest period I've had off within 10 years, but just having like the most consistent matches without being hurt. Here we go. There he is.
Jay, welcome back.
I got people how great you was.
I got people fixing my cable, man. And they, you know how your cable is connected to the Wi-Fi, everything. Sorry.
Good.
Can y'all hear me? Am I clear?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're clear, brother. You're clear.
Good.
Man, sorry, man. I cussed the damn Wi-Fi dude out on accident. I said, bro, I'm in something so important right now. You're supposed to give me a heads up. Sorry.
Well, you know what? Listen, Jimmy, he basically helped out and carried it until you came back. We knew you were
As
coming
always.
back. So, but let me ask you, since you're back, Jay, how has it been being without your brother and now being able to go out there and not have him in your corner when you do have to go out there and perform?
Oh man, I hate the shit. I hate it, man. You already know, dude. Damn, I'm trying to get in that tag team action, man. I'm like, man, off top is weird coming out like doing an entrance without him, So it automatically throws like your center off. But man, as far as the road, you know what it is, D. Always got somebody. I got Trent with me, but damn, I can't holler at her like I holler at Uso.
No, I hear that. And like I said earlier, one of the greatest things was coming back and being in the ring with you guys, and just being able to gel as well as we did. Who were some of the other guys today that you would honestly say, other than the New Day, because we all seen those matches, amazing matches between the four of you guys, and I've had the pleasure of being able to produce some of those matches. But other than the New Day, who else would you say would be some of the guys that you love working with and that you gel with so well?
I think at the time, the bar, man, I think Sheamus and Cesaro was a hell of a tag team. And to start off as two singles and to be merged into a tag team and people actually get with them, and they started to have like the aura of a tag team, man. They was my favorites. Gelling with those guys. What else? It was the Revival. We never really got a chance to actually like finish that story and like keep going with those guys. We really never got to open the box with those guys. But I would love to everybody's got good chemistry, man, up in there. So it's hard to follow New Day.
Man, shit, D, like there really ain't no other tag teams left that we never crossed paths with Street Profits yet. The Vikings really, like these are kind of like new tag teams that are coming in now, and we peeping the game. Just be ready, because when we come up in that thing, they about to have to step way up, because Usos, that's what we do, and we like to, set the bar, all kind of stuff. But I'm real excited about the tag, man. It feels weird us saying like these are like younger homies because they are, damn, we about to be 35 on Saturday, I mean,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I'm about to be 25. You 30. You look 35. I look 25.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Now, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Lindsay, Mo, they are twins, so I'm a little nervous here to say who does look 35 and who doesn't. I'm a little nervous here.
Well, you're behind the safety of a webcam, so
This is true.
and Jimmy's rehabbing right now, so you could say whatever you want right now.
Yeah, and Jay seems to be frozen again. So
he has really good pace when he freezes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Concern. Oh, I like it.
Now, one of the things I've noticed since you've been rehabbing, Jimmy, is that there you go. One of the things I've noticed Hey, you got me. I actually thought it was frozen. I was like, damn, we
Oh, no,
lost
oh,
both of them.
man, yeah.
That was great.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I remember the last time I saw you, you had a little bit of a beard, but now it's almost like Santa Claus beard in a sense. It's coming out. What's
I
up
don't
with
know,
that?
man. Because you remember Rocky, man. You remember Rocky had to fight the Russian, but he had to switch his whole routine up, right? He went to the he excluded himself, and he went into the cabins in the snow. Remember, he was training with the logs and
Oh
lifting
yeah.
rocks. And then the dragon, the Russian had all the high tech technology, training, but he had to get dirty and get grimy to go after this dude. I told my wife, I feel like that's where I'm at. The Russian is my knee. I'm Rocky. I'm fighting for my life
There
right
you
now,
go.
man. So I'm over here.
There
I'm in
you go.
Russia right now. I'm in the snow, lifting rocks and throwing logs over my head. Mentality.
It's crazy. It just seems like every time, whether we're on vacation or whether we're rehabbing or taking some time off because we have to heal, we always have that Santa Claus beard coming on.
Yeah.
Every single one of us always seems to want to do that. And don't shave, don't do anything. We just want to grow. We want to grow our beards. And I think it's time for me to grow mine back.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, when I was so ready to I didn't never knew I could grow a beard, honestly, because when we started paint, we would have to shave clean cut because we would have to put the paint on our face. And if you'd be all scruffy, you can't really the paint yo, man, come on, we got TV tonight. You didn't shave? Come on, bro. Go in there and shave. Because I would do my brothers, and sometimes on pay-per-views, we would have, one of our good buddies, Joe, who does merch. He's an awesome artist. Pay-per-view, it's a little ante up a little bit. Yo, Joe, can you please do our paint, dog? You got time? Like, yeah, I got you. Some pay-per-views, if Joe is busy and I gotta do it, but as soon as that paint came off, Devon, I no more shaving. So I never knew I could grow a beard, man. I'm actually happy how my beard just turned out because I thought I'll never grow a beard, never ever. I was 27 with no beard. I think 30 no beard. So
Yeah, I've yet to grow mine either.
Yeah. How long do you think that would take you, Lindsay?
Not that long, I think.
Okay.
Lindsay, I want to see you with a beard, Lindsay. I really want to see you with a beard.
Challenge accepted.
Just throw an app on there. Go on that Snapchat app, and you can throw it on.
I
know.
look. I've already done. I was a potato earlier. That thing's great.
Yeah. Get your Daniel Bryan beard.
No, yeah.
Great.
Question from Brian here. What team in history would you like to have a 2 out of 3 falls match with?
Well, other than, my man Devon and the Dudley Boys, I would have to say a 2 out of 3 falls match, man. I would like to go. Honestly, I would like to. They're not even a tag team anymore, but it would be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan because we had 1 2 out of 3 tag team. That was my favorite of my career. My hands down favorite match of my whole career until the Hell in a Cell with the New Day came along. So now that's my first one, just because a lot of history in that match. The only tag team match to ever be held in Hell in a Cell first time. So, and all the greats went in there. I swear, when I walked down to that Hell in a Cell, I could just feel my dad, that crazy. I watched him get thrown off by Undertaker. So all my family's been there. The greats, The Rock, Stone Cold, Hunter, everybody, man, let's go. And just to be there bro, that energy is crazy. And I just wish everybody in the world can get to feel that kind of stuff, man. When you walking down that aisle, man, it's something. Magic is going down. You can't even explain it. I wish everybody can feel that because I remember as a kid watching my dad walk down that. I used to think I could see what my dad's seeing. I wish I could be his eyes for that moment and feel what he's feeling when he's walking down and he's got the Undertaker in the ring, Stone Cold in the ring, The Rock in the ring. Like, damn, those are major hitters, man. So when I'm in this business now and I see where I'm at, and then I look back and I see where my dad was and my family was, boy, it gives me goosebumps, man. Like they were the ones. So it did make a difference coming in here because the Usos it was a slow start for us to find out who he was. Like, and I remember Randy Orton spitting the realest ish. My first year when I walked in, I'm not my brother. He come in and just slanging the ass word every day. But so I remember him saying, man. Y'all gonna do good here. It took me about 6 years to figure out who Randy Orton is, to find Randy Orton. Y'all will find yourself. Just stay in there, be humble, work hard. You'll find yourself. And I just remember thinking, like, what you mean? What you mean I'll find myself? I don't know where we Jimmy and the Usos, man. But now I know, man. Now I know. we the Usos now. Now I feel like we found who we are, and we're comfortable with it. We running with it. And I just remember when he said that to me, then it resonated on me. I was like, damn, that's what he's talking about, man. Like, still growing in this business, still learning every day about this business. So
you had went with a very popular tag team from the beginning, very entertaining tag team from the beginning, but the character twist, the turn, the U-turn going into the Uso Penitentiary, I didn't see that coming as a fan. Yeah. Like, how did that come to be?
It came to be within, we had this backstage segment. We just turned heels against American Alphas. We just turned heels against them. And the following day,
remember.
The following day, I was super excited because like, hell yeah, let's go. Then the following day, we had they had a match, and we had a backstage segment, and it was on it was at the bottom of the screen. Hey, Devon, you remember those segments that come up and they play them at the bottom?
Yeah.
Behind us was a purple background, and we just turned heels, and now we got this cool little. We're trying to say something, but I'm looking like, bro, I can't feel this vibe with this bright fluorescent purple background sitting behind us. And then I just went to ask somebody, I don't know, there's a dude, you know, they all got microphones, man. They all got microphones. Hey, man, is it possible to get rid of this backstage? Because what we're trying to say and how we look is not matching what we're trying to get across. He said, so what do you want to do? Man, me and Us walking around the backstage, saw this semi-truck open. It was like a dark corner. And then I was like, what about there? Because it looked dark, like in the cut. And then one dude goes, yeah, I got a smoker machine. We could throw some smoke in there, throw a light in the back, make it look like creepy, cool. I'm like, yes, dog. Let's get it. Let's do that. Let's
better than purple.
That's way better than purple. And then we cut this promo. We got 30 seconds. We've been asking. We never got to talk as good guys when we had to paint. We never got to have the microphone. And I remember asking Vince. We asked Vince. We went to him like, hey, man, is it possible can we say something tonight? You know, can we say something tonight? He's like, yeah, you got 30 seconds. You know, you that's it, 30 seconds. So me and brother is trying to wrap our mind around what the hell can we say in 30 seconds that can get them? 30 seconds right there. You know how this is, man. What can you say in 30 seconds that'll get these people on your side? So then me and Us, we got the black on because we went from color. So I said, no, bro, we're just going straight black and white. Just so we did that, had our hoodies, went to the middle of the mall, paid a guy $50. He put day one ish on there. He told me what that mean. I said, man, it's just throw it on there, dog, please. So he puts it on there. Me and Us, we put our hoodies on. We cut this promo. And that's when my brother's sitting there just, you know, he's like, I said, man, we need to be like, you know, like we in the shadows or like, you know, and then brother just said, man, it's like it's paranoid, you know, but it's the Usos. Like it's not paranoid, it's the Usos. I said, bro, that's it. That's the line right there. It ain't paranoia, it's the Usos. And then we ran with that. And then it became like school. We was talking like, man, it's lockdown, bro. I'm locking this down. And then that's when the penitentiary, then it was us just saying stuff we've always said back in the day. Talking trash on the court, like spitting like that. So once that came along, we got so comfortable with that. And then that's when it started just oozing out, man. Then it became like so fun and so new. So new. You know, man. Things can get old over there. You can kind of go through the same rotation sometimes. So when we got this fresh breath of air, man, we used it and we took off with it. And damn, did it catch fire. Because I told brother, if we go here and nothing happens, man, we in trouble. We need to find. We need to find.
And I remember coming to you and I said, listen, I was like, I think they want to start pushing you in a different direction. And I said, they need to let you talk. I said, that's the biggest thing. And I know you had told me, you said, well, D, I don't think they give me the confidence. You know, they don't think me and my brother can do it. I said, no, you guys just go out there and do what you would normally do. I said, don't worry about that. You just do it. If they give you 30 seconds for a minute or 5 minutes, you just go out there and do what you know that you can do. And I remember in the meetings and the question was asked, well, do you think they could do it? And I raised my, like at this point, I felt confidence to raise my hand. I go, excuse me, I got something to say. I tell them, and I even told Us this, I said, listen, all you got to do is let them be them. Don't try to write a script for them. Don't try to tell them what to say. Let the Usos be the Usos. Trust me when I say this. You will hit a home run. And a couple of people in back of me, remember, chimed in and said something. Right after the meeting, I came back to you and I told you, I said, listen, I told them, I said, let them be you. Now just go out there and shine. And sure enough, if you didn't hit that ball right out of the park, it was phenomenal.
That was the promo where we walked out the stands to American Alpha. That was that promo that actually live in the arena, because at the third week we was here to the gate. You guys are promo live in the arena, and I was excited because I knew that they liked what they was hearing and they liked how we was talking, and it was different, man. You know, so we had a lot of homework to do because our promos. I was like, bro, whatever I say, you got to come right behind me and finish. Whatever you say, I got to come right behind you and finish. That's what's gonna set us apart. Like we twins. We just gonna finish everything. So man, you know, in the back when we're rehearsing, yo, you got it, yo. Yeah, I got to run it back. Run it back, bro. Run it back one more time.
Let me ask you this. Now, you guys had a legendary face-off between the New Day and Wale, I believe, was the judge, so to speak, the narrator in between. I believe it was on SmackDown. Now, one of the question I want to ask is, did you guys rehearse that, or did you just have livid? You just went out there and did your thing? I mean, because again, you could not have gotten a better segment like that. And it's not, we're wrestlers. We're not rappers. Yes, we're entertainers. Yes.
Entertainers, baby.
Exactly. And a lot of times, you know, a lot of wrestlers listen to rap music and emulate. They could do whatever. Point in case, John Cena, we would have never known if he wasn't on the back of the tour bus overseas. And all of a sudden we heard him. Yeah, we heard him rhyming. It was me, your father, Ray, Chuck Palomo. We were all in the back. And then all of a sudden we thought we were freestyling until John came up and started spitting stuff. We were like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I was like, wait a minute, this white boy know how to rap? You know, and so the question is, it's like, you guys, you know, we knew we were having a segment. What went through your minds? Did you just want to call it out there and do it, or was there actually a blueprint to set things up?
So it's funny, that rap battle segment, we had pitched that. You know, let's do a rap battle, yo, right? Let's do a rap battle. And then I didn't realize the following week, dog, we're doing a rap battle. And then come to find out, people wasn't really liking it. They were like, oh my gosh, this can probably be one of the worst segments in wrestling history ever. This is garbage. This could be really bad too, right? So we got there that day, man. You know, I was nervous, bro, because this was our idea. Like, yo, man, rap battle, bro. And then, man, it came out so good. But when we got there, we didn't want to know what they were going to say, and vice versa, you know? So when we heard out there, we was listening on everything. And that was the fun part, because usually you get a promo and then you'll rehearse and go back and forth. But we was like, no. We don't want to know what they're gonna say. Vice versa, man. So we went out there. I'm listening. Those are real reactions. We laughing in there, popping in there. Somebody getting their feelings in there. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro. And then the John Cena's boy, you bought a John. Hey, before that, he goes, yo, y'all got a rap battle tonight? I was like, yes. He told me, man, I can't wait. Right after we came through Gorilla, he said, that could have been the whole show. I would have been happy with that. Y'all could have took 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Y'all could have just ran with that. And I was like, man, it was fun, bro. We had a blast, bro. I swear that's the most fun. That stands out in my mind, man, because we killed it, man, because everybody was kind of stepping on it, right? Like, rap battle, we've seen these before. Goofy, we're done. No, not this one. This one was good, bro. So much fun, bro. Man.
And one of the greatest things about it is a lot of people think that certain segments are going to be horrible and going to be bad, but yet those are the ones that turn out to be the show stealer. It's incredible how that is. It really, really is.
AC admitting that he didn't expect the segment to go over well, and it's one of the most memorable moments of the last couple of years, I would say.
Listen, I'm still trying to go back and look at your rap battles and try to make it seem like it was mine, memorize it, and tell people it was me doing it.
Man, it was great, man. Those guys killed it too.
No shit. Listen, let me tell you something. If Uso and I had a rap battle now, I might as well just cancel table talk because my career is over. Uso gonna get me.
There he goes. He's back in. He's back in.
He's back.
Welcome.
We were just talking about.
We missed you so much.
I'm so sorry, bro.
Hold on. You must have super kicked the cable guy, because now your cable and Wi-Fi is 10 times better than it was when you first came on.
Man, hey, I'm so hot though. I'm so heated.
all good, man.
Don't even worry
Sorry,
about it. It's
man.
all,
Sorry,
it's
Right.
all
fans.
It's gonna be
Sorry,
good.
D. Sorry, man.
no, it's all
Don't
good.
worry.
Hey, if you knew how many times I've had technical difficulty on the show, you'd be like, you wouldn't even be. Oh, sorry, D. You'd be like, you
36
dumbass.
times at least.
Man, what the hell
Stop
going
talking,
on?
Lindsay.
Hey,
Nah, we're twins. We're twins. Everything that he said, yeah. Back.
yeah. Hey, we just talking about the rap battle, bro. How fun that was, and you know how it was meant to be bad, but we pulled it a rabbit out the hat, man. It was fun, man.
Man, that was hard to put together. It wasn't hard, but like, mentally, like me. Hey, so
It was
what kind
nerve
of made
wracking. It's nerve
Yeah.
wracking because me and you have to be on point, and I swear we hid from everybody that day. We was in a corner in the building. Nobody could find us. Nobody could find us because you know how it is. You in the back, you start going over your stuff, and people like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's your dog? Oh man, my dog's good, man. You know what I'm saying? I bought these new shoes, man. Now you ain't even talking about what you in. You ain't even on the promo. You over here talking about gardening and quarantine projects.
Hey, but man, that's what separates us. That's why our promos are the way they are, because it sounds like one person talking, right? Like, so we had to just make sure we always got our stuff just down pat. But repetition, man, that's a little inside thing, but that's what helped, as twin thing. That's when we wanted to separate the promo game from the rest. Like, you ain't never seen no tag team talk the way we talk, the way we walk. Like, man,
Yeah,
this
I
is it.
touched on that I touched on that promo when you was out of MIA. Yeah.
One person though.
One person, man.
And that's why I like to always say to people, man, I just want to make it sound like it's one person talking,
Yeah.
So,
But also in the back, you should see us if there was an ant on the wall or if there was a hidden camera on the wall when we're actually trying to do our stuff, and sometimes we ain't on the same page.
yeah,
Sometimes
we
like, no,
arguing.
we should say this. No, bro. You can say that. I don't want to say
I'll be
that,
like,
bro.
that
But
shit
it
sounds
don't make
whack,
sense.
bro.
It
No,
don't
we
make
ain't gonna
sense.
say that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got to go through that to finally agree on something, and then we can move on.
All right,
Hey,
so
we would argue about the color paint we would wear.
yeah.
Do you tell them that?
No, he didn't say that. And I was going to ask, what's the big thing? Like, do you guys still argue? Like, what is the item that you just can't seem to be eye to eye on?
Bro, we
Like
argue
the
on
radio, like the
on
music.
Call of Duty, bro.
Riding, dog. Riding. We still argue, bro. We can argue over the dumbest stuff. And sometimes our wives or our close folks, they just be looking at us like, are y'all seriously arguing right now? Are y'all for real too? I'm like, yeah, for real. And I'm gonna go take a break right now. Go step outside. Yeah, man.
But man, like, it's a double-edged sword, because when you do, man, I got them with me. It's easy to argue off of little things, but then again, like, man, I got a road life, a partner for life, man, on the road, man. Like, we get to, main thing my pop said is, man, at least you guys have each other to go through this journey, because people do it by themselves a lot, miss their families and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: in terms of, and you just said you guys have each other. Has there ever been, from say in WWE, a time where the company wanted to split you guys up? Because again, we all know tag team, especially when they're good, it always seems like the company wants to split them up and try to make them go singles. Was that ever approached? And if so, how did you guys handle it?
Honestly, I think they've never approached us with splitting up ever, and we've never even thought about that. I told them, why do we have to split? Like, we could be the only tag team in history that never split it. We just never split, But they never came to us about splitting. And man, me and Uso, we still feel like we got more to do. Like, as a team, man, we still feel like we still rocking the tag division. We still love tag team wrestling, Uso. Like, that's it. To me, it's more fun. You got 2 cats in there killing it. Man, now you got 4. You just doubling the fun. You just doubling the fun. Yeah,
There's an art. There's an art to this. There's an art to this tag team wrestling, baby.
Oh, absolutely. I know. Listen, as far as I'm
man.
concerned, I wish Bubba and I could have stayed together.
Man, what was that?
What was that? Time.
What was that? What you mean?
Devon saying there's an art to tag team wrestling. Like,
I can do it.
3 hours later.
Hey, did you spit it out? Hey, did I get you?
Very close.
Man, but if we
Well,
did split, man, I would love to go against my brother, man. We always talk about, like, if we ever did split, I don't want to go and
Dream
do
match.
anything with somebody else. If I ever did split, it'll be against him. And then, just like when Brett and Owen went against each other in the steel cage, man, to me, as watching brothers do that, that's got to be
Yeah.
cool. When the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy, when they feuded, that's got to be cool to me, because they literally looked like they was beating the hell out of each other in there. And I know me and Uso will go in there and beat the hell out of each other just because we love each other. Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Just don't stiff me like Devon did me with that close.
Oh, I'm
okay.
not.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
skipping like
Oh,
Devon
okay.
did. I will never. Hey, when Devon
Uh,
turned
Hey,
him,
hey,
when
y'all
Devon
can, hey,
turned
Devon
bad, he
can tell
turned
this
bad on
story.
us. And he, I swear, oh my, yeah, Devon,
look,
Devon can tell that story. Hey,
look.
pull the
Let
clip
me.
up. Somebody
Let
pull the
your
clip
no.
up.
There
your
is no
finish should
clip.
not have been your finish should not have been a 3D. It should have just been a grown man clothesline,
Listen,
just a
I
clothesline.
remember I came to you
Yeah,
guys and I said, listen, Vince wants me to lay this clothesline in to just make sure that we make a statement, this and that. I said, are you okay? You said, yeah, I'm fine. I remember I said, just do me a favor, keep your chin up. I don't want to catch you. You
It's
kept your chin
me.
up. But it was
I'm like, yeah. All right.
but remember, when I gave you a clothesline, it was more of a chest. Chest. It wasn't really the clothesline. It was the chest. You know how that was.
Was that
I
what it
mean,
was?
you showed out the chest because that looked like I seen two flying. I think.
Yeah.
stop it. It was not that bad. I mean, it looked
Nah, I'm
bad
messing
on
with you.
TV, but it was, it looked bad. But actuality, we went out and had beers the next day.
You damn right we did.
Oh
You damn
hell,
right we
D.
did.
I damn near thought that was my last day on earth.
You better
Hell.
stop. Listen, you followed it back with WrestleMania with those damn double super kicks to end the match,
Oh yeah,
and
you
then
right.
put our asses through tables.
Thank you,
and
man. Jay, do
and
you remember? Do you remember our match go all the time got cut? How we had to go out? Do you remember that? I remember
yes,
Yeah.
we had some time. We had like
and
20
then every
minutes out there,
time,
and then that
yeah,
got cut to like 6 minutes, and then we just
Yeah.
went out there and called everything out on the fly.
yeah.
You and called everything out, and I was nervous. And this is the first time Arn Anderson was our producer, and we looked at Arn, and Arn goes, "He's my son. First time in my career, I'm gonna say, I don't know what to tell you.
I was like, damn.
Just go
Yep.
out there and do what you do. You're in there with the best. Go out there." I'll say, hey, all right, cool. But man, we went out there and
And
from
put on a
20
clinic.
minutes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
WrestleMania, pre-show, WrestleMania
yeah,
live, and we had it was live, bro.
yep.
I was nervous, and we went out there. Y'all just said, hey, we going here, wham, wham, wham. We going here, wham,
Yeah.
3D, super kick, table, wham. I'm sitting there like,
That's it.
it was easy, and I'm over here
I
stressed out.
Well, one of the things about it with me was it made me, it gave me confidence in that match. And the reason
You?
why and the reason why I say that is because you got to remember at that point I had been going about 27 years straight. And with that being said, it was almost like, not sure if I had the confidence in me to still go with the new guys on the block, with the young guys. And here it is, still feeling like an old man at that point when we came back. But it was one of those things was when we started putting that match together and we were flying here and flying there and catching and super kicking, duck and this and that and blah, blah, blah. For me to be able to not only remember and retain it, but to actually be able to do it with you guys, that right there gave me a boost of confidence. I was like, you know what? The old man still got it. I can still go.
Yeah.
I'm hanging with the Usos.
Let's
So,
go, man.
it
Oh,
felt
that's our
good.
next.
Let's
That's a
go.
good. That's the next show. That's our next name of our show. Is Hanging with the Usos.
Hanging with the Usos.
D-Ball get 2%.
2%. I was thinking 3, but I'll settle for 2.
Damn, D. You
I
still
mean,
trying
just
to
say.
take the match, huh?
Nothing. Something just don't change. Something just don't change.
Mo?
Question from Brianna with your guys' birthday coming up. What are you guys doing for it?
Quarantine projects. I mean, man, you know what? My daughter just asked me yesterday, Dad, what we doing for your birthday? I was like, man, I think we're just gonna chill, relax, watch a movie. She said, we always do that. I said, man, baby, this is what Daddy, I don't need. Just being by y'all is enough. So, we can't go to uncle's house. We can't go to Uncle John's house. We can't go there. That way y'all can spend birthdays together.
Hey, you know, like when your birthday come around, like you know how you be ready to celebrate it, and then
Yeah.
you know the
They
older
get
you
here.
get, for real though, like the older you get, like man, it's
Mhm.
like I just want to chill, man. Ain't nothing,
Yeah.
shoot the text and shit. That's it. Like
Just take a
I
nap all
love,
day. It'd be
yeah,
great.
man. I love have a couple, maybe they, whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
like
another
a
day,
home
another
cooked
year
meal.
on here. We blessed. Hey,
Uh,
barbecuing those. That's all we do is barbecue. We barbecue
oh,
up
there you
everything.
go.
That's it. That's it.
Well, I think me, Mo, and Lindsay need to come on down to your house
Yeah.
then and barbecue with y'all and have a good old time.
Barbecue,
Drink some
drink
beer, eat
wine,
some
Let's
barbecue,
Yeah.
let
and
hey,
and
let's
just
go.
and just have fun. Oh, and to help you do some of your projects,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
please,
sure.
please, man. I need all the hand I can get, man. My kids, man, their generation, they something else, man. What in the world?
That's
Y'all want to help
great.
your dad?
No.
Yeah.
I
I'm
get
fixing
that.
your room.
Just play games all day.
Hey,
Just
I
it's all good, man.
That's
What's
at
up,
my
man?
house.
you know.
I know that feeling.
And then you got all them kids too. Like I know it's
Li-
lit at your house.
Listen, I'm trying to catch up to your daddy.
Shit.
Oh.
I
I'm
got
about to
about
say.
9 more to go.
Shout out to Pop.
uh, well, Oos, man, it was a pleasure and an honor again to have you guys on this show, man. Really, really was. And like I said, it's table talk. We don't, do anything serious here. It's
Yeah.
just table talk. And thank you for making this really, really fun. I really
Mhm.
appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you guys, man. I was looking back, I'm like, damn, man, Devon, they've been riding with this. I'm sorry, man, my ignorance. I had no idea. Like, y'all got some episode, what was it, episode 36, 46, something like that. We're gonna be on there. So
Well,
thanks for
That'd
having
be
us
fun one
on
day.
here, man. I had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so
thank
much
you.
for
Yeah.
coming
Thank you
on.
very much. Mo,
Sorry.
Lindsay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys. Appreciate
Awesome. Thanks.
that.
Bye.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so fun.
All right. Just
Yes.
us now, guys.
Yes,
What
brother.
up?
Yes.
Thank you to everybody who is writing comments, leaving questions. Don't take it personally if I didn't get to them. You guys feeding up the feed, filling up the feed today. So did what I could in the natural flow of conversation.
You left out
Absolutely.
all the
Well,
Lindsay
sometimes that
comments,
happens.
though.
And I think that we have to understand also that even with some radio stations, a lot of people call in and basically don't get their answers or questions, done. But, we try to do as much as we possibly can. And, again, like I said, it's table talk. We're not doing anything serious, just having fun.
Yeah.
I'll give you some insight. You talk about the radio thing. I've been doing the radio thing for a day or two, and if you ever call in or write into a radio station wanting to hear a request or need some info, and you're met with "I'll see what I can do," that's a no.
Mm.
Yeah, I know that from experience.
I was just thinking about something. I was about, say 14, 15, and the radio station in New York City, Z100. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it. And at the time, I called in and I was trying to get "We Will Rock You" played on the song on the radio.
All right.
And sure enough, I called once and they said, "Yeah, we'll think of thank you for your phone call." Then, of course, I called the second time, and exactly what you said is what they said, and it never happened. So,
Yeah.
again, now I know it was a no.
That's a no. And nowadays we don't need to make requests. You don't need to make requests. You got a drum set right behind you. We could actually make requests from you.
Oh, absolutely. Listen,
Yeah,
we
go.
got some songs coming up, and I've got some songs that's going to make Lindsay happy and make you happy. And so I'm just letting you know right now,
Happy.
we got some songs that we're going to be doing up here next week after the next set of TV tapings. We're going to be jamming up here from Iron Maiden to another ACDC's, Power Man 5000.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're going to try to
Bombshell, your former
Bombshell,
theme.
my former theme. We're going to try to put it out there and make some music happen, some magical music happen.
Okay. All right. All right. You did post a video, and that was ACDC that you posted, right? The
Yeah,
practice of that?
it was Back in Black.
Oh, okay. All right.
Back in Black, and really had a good time with that. And the guy who I jammed with at my house, he pretty much said, some of the songs I was saying to him, I said, why don't we do this and do that? And he was like, Okay, but I don't know if I can learn the whole song by next week. But I told him, I said, we don't have to learn the whole song. Just get the chorus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just get the
Nice.
chorus. So
Nice. And Lindsay, you could drop vocals, right?
Absolutely.
I can't hear Lindsay.
You can't hear Lindsay?
I can't hear Lindsay.
I can hear you, Lindsay. So
Do a little sign language with the drinking. She can hear me, but I can't hear her. What the heck?
John's thinking what I'm thinking right here. If you could play one AC/DC, you can play them all.
Yeah, pretty much. You really can. I mean, it's really pretty much the same beats. And it's one of those things where I learned that real quick doing an AC/DC song. AC/DC Back in Black is very similar to You Shook Me All Night Long.
Yeah.
You know, and for those about to rock, might be a little bit slower until they get towards the end and the cannons go off and it's boom, 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 and I'm just losing my mind. You know, and then the wife downstairs, I'm like, turn that damn record down. God damn, the kids are starting to sleep. Shit.
Awesome. Now, AC, who is you, Devon, you and AC have been on the same wavelength all show, it seems. He wants to know when you're going to mansplain threesome.
I was really hoping we would forget that.
Lindsay,
doesn't have to be today, but I don't think he's going to let us drop that.
Okay, I tell you what. I'm going to do that next week. I want Lindsay to be very, very well prepared for that because I got a feeling Lindsay will never be the same. Nope, you'll never be the same after I explain that one. I'm just going to let you know that right off the bat. It's going to be something that's going to change your whole life. It's going to do something to where you might be in the corner flicking the light off and on like they did in Fatal Attraction, sucking your thumb at the same time. I'm just saying it's going to be a happening when I get done explaining a threesome. Hey, the cup
I think
might
your mic
never
isn't
leave
working.
her mouth.
I can't hear you. Just kidding. I can hear you, unfortunately. Okay, cool.
Can you hear her yet, Devon, or no?
No, but I can read her lips, and it's like, shut up, Devon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove him real quick, just to get him to reconnect.
Much better. Oh, man.
Just to get him to reconnect. Devon will be right back, everybody.
He'll be back.
That's how we always have to do it. If you can't hear one of us, and it's usually me, then I just kick him out, and then he reconnects, and we're fine for a while. So we will try.
Hello, Lindsay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Every time. Turn it off, turn it back on again.
Yeah, always restart it.
Well, and thing is, I want you to be able to hear reactions properly, Devon, and we want to hear your reaction because.
Oh God, I know what's coming up.
Do you know what's coming up?
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
We'll start with that. There is pop culture news that I want to share with you.
Sit down, Lindsay. Sit down, Lindsay.
But she is wearing her.
I'm waiting. Sorry, I just got a little carried away.
She is wearing her Tiger shirt for a reason. Lindsay, why are you wearing the shirt today?
I heard there's a season 2 of Tiger King coming out. Who's excited? Devon, we're gonna have a watch party at your house. I'm so excited. You're gonna dress up like Carol Baskin.
Ooh.
Mo's gonna be Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a tiger.
Wow.
Oh, you a tiger? Oh, you a tiger? Yeah, you're a tiger.
Yeah.
You should follow @Wrestling Audio on Twitter if you got a Twitter because we made a video. I made a video using the face swap app or whatever that is, and show I was Joe Exotic, turned Lindsay into Carol Baskin, and we freaked Devon out with that video.
Oh, it freaked me out. I remember screaming in the back. I was at the SmackDown taping, and it came up on my phone, and I just screamed, "No!" And Dolph Ziggler, who was standing next to me, looked at me. He goes, "Devon, are you all right, bro?" I go, no. I just went, "Yeah, I'm all right, man." I was like, "Just somebody sent me some disturbing footage," and he was like, "Okay." He's like, "I can only imagine what that is to make you scream like that in the middle of the conference room."
Did you show up?
It was so bad.
I'd be happy I didn't face swap you in there somewhere.
Oh, thank God you didn't. Thank God. I know it's coming, and I'm gonna be really. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna have a
What kind
drink
of?
while I have it. I'm just letting you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not prepared for the next bit of news here. So Devon, in pop culture news, just this morning, it was reported another reboot is happening.
Another reboot.
Yeah, and I think you should go for it.
Reboot of what? Oh heck no! Oh hell no! Hell no!
Oh yeah.
Look at that. You can be the priest.
Mm-mm.
You can be the priest, Devon.
No.
Yes, you can you can do it.
That was so
Oh, it's
bad.
gonna be so good.
Mo, you will pay for that one. You will pay.
I'm trying to
No.
get you a job, man. I'm trying to get you the
Oh my
$50
God,
for the
no.
Exorcism reboot.
No.
Look,
Mm-mm.
look at that.
Did you take it off the screen?
Yeah, I
Okay.
took it off the screen.
Yeah,
He's not even looking.
no. And if anybody knows me and knows me very well, and for the fans out there, I hate The Exorcist. I love it, but I hate it because it's the only movie that scares the hell out of me even to this day. I cannot watch it by myself. And if I do watch it in the room with somebody, I have to watch cartoons in order to get that figure out of my head. It's that bad. It's really that bad. You guys laugh. I'm on an airplane and by mistake, I'm flipping through the channels for the satellite because you know how sometimes the TVs that are in the
They were showing The Exorcist?
Yes, it was on. It was on. It was a USA network. You know,
Okay.
sometimes they show it on
like
there.
a cable. Okay, all
Right,
right.
like a cable, but just the
Right.
cable version scares the hell out of me. And now with the re-digital mastered of The Exorcist, they added in the spider walk, which makes it even worse. And guess what part I came in on? The spider walk. So therefore,
no.
I remember landing because it was at night. I landed because we had TV the next morning on Raw. I remember landing. I'm dead tired. By the time I got off the plane, and this is in my brain, I just remember going to the front desk, checking in, and the lady gave me my key, and I just said to her, "Where's the bar?" And she goes, "Well, do you want to take your stuff up to the room first?" I go, "No." I said, "I want to leave my stuff with you. I'm probably going to be down here for the next hour and a half, trying to get out of my head the visual that I saw on my plane." That's how bad it is. And, you know, Bubba, I used to hate tremendously because he would, you know, we would get to the hotel and here it is, I'm sleeping. And I figured maybe he was texting me to tell me what time we were going to get up in the morning to go to the gym. No, that son of a bitch text me with a picture of the exorcist either creeping down the steps or her turning her head around and around. And I would always say, F you, Bubba. I was like, I ain't going to the gym with you. And I would never call him back. It was that bad.
We can bring her on. Maybe you just need to confront your fears. We just need to bring her on the show.
I think you need to do that.
Oh God. Oh man. Why would you say that, AC? Oh God. No. Oh no. I don't know about that.
Face them, talk through it.
Oh God. I don't.
Relive some.
Because there were two people, right? There was Linda Blair and there was another girl. She was about 22, 23, I think, because there were certain parts that they didn't want to give to Linda Blair because she was very young. And so I think they had a double come in and play the part of Reagan as well. And the gentleman who just said, oh God, oh God, no, see, no, we can't do that. We can't have her on the show.
Devon, have you seen her at a Comic-Con? Have you been there?
Linda Blair?
Yeah.
No, and I'm so nervous about when things do wind up going back to normal. And
I'm going to make sure your table's right next to her.
I was about to say, and Lindsay calls me up and goes, "Hey, listen, we got a Comic-Con for you. I'm going to be with you, and you know, it'll be good." And I'll walk in there, and Lindsay won't tell me because the first thing I ask Lindsay a lot of times when we do these things together, I'll go, "Who's on the show? Who's going to be there signing autographs?" And she'll tell me this and that, blah blah blah. I'm like, "All right."
And you're like, who?
And I got the feeling that one day she will not tell me that Linda Blair will be there, and I will walk in there and see her and walk right out.
I would never do that.
Yes,
to
you
you.
would. Yes, you
No,
would.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you
No.
would. Yes, you would.
I really hope I'm at that show too. I really hope I'm there. Lindsay, I got your secret with you.
I will never forgive either one of you. I will never forgive either one of you.
Hey, Lindsay, Can you make sure that there's copies of this?
Oh, come on,
yeah, we're going to have that
man.
so we can sign them.
Come on.
You got Deacon
Kind of
Batista
right
there to
behind him.
protect you?
It's
Deacon
perfect.
Batista's elf doing Hollywood right now.
I
He
know
don't
you'll
care.
be in Hollywood with him.
He don't care nothing about no, because he would be there front and first holding me, waiting for Linda Blair to come and give me a kiss or something. No, absolutely not.
Can we film that too?
No, because you know what, Linda Blair, I saw the younger pictures of her when she was like 18, 19 years old. My God, she was drop dead gorgeous. And for her age, and I've seen her recently in pictures, she's still a very attractive lady for her age. Not bad at all. And I just remember, her younger Linda Blair. Oh my God, she was very attractive, but I could not get over the movie. I couldn't get over it. But I'm not the only one because I hear so many people who were petrified of that movie and still to this day can't watch it. And
We still got to make this happen now.
You two think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Think it's hilarious.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's not funny. I really have a phobia
It's a
about
little
this.
bit funny.
You know what my biggest fear, and listen, as crazy as this might sound, and this is going to be really off the wall, my biggest fear, why I want to be cremated, is because I'm afraid if I get put in the casket and they put it underground, that because of all the stuff that I've done in my years that might be considered my hell, I'll freaking wake up out of being dead and Linda Blair's corpse will be right next to me with that freaking face, and I'll be stuck there for the rest of my life.
That's that's a thought you've had?
Yes, because I honestly feel I honestly feel that hell isn't a place where there's like a guy dressed in a red suit with a pitchfork. I honestly think that hell is whatever traumatizes you or scares the hell out of you that's going to be with you for eternity. That's my thing.
That was on Lucifer. That's where you learned that.
No, it was before that. I happen to agree with him when he said it. Oh, God.
On a brighter note, Lindsay just mentioned Lucifer's back in a couple days. Devon, will you be watching?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Front and center. I'll be right there. Yeah.
Next week I'll have the down low on the whole season.
She's gonna have a review for us. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the whole season in, Devon, to talk with her.
Well, I don't know because now that WWE is going live Mondays and Fridays, I used to get 2 weeks off. So 2 weeks off and then do the TV tapings Monday and Tuesday, and then 2 weeks off again. So my thing was, I don't know. I might be able to, and I might not. So you never know.
All right. Well, just in case, no spoilers next week, Lindsay. But if he does, then we'll put the spoiler warning that you guys can talk as much Lucifer as you want with the spoiler warning that if you don't watch the show, then it's on you for not being caught up to Devon, who's a busy guy. He's got a pay-per-view this weekend.
I mean, I got things to do this weekend too. I mean, I'm busy, but I'm going to make sure I get it in.
Listen, I'm sorry. What?
That sounds like my college dating life.
Yeah. This has went from table talk to table, threesomes. Yes, like the man explained. Yeah, bro.
We don't have enough time in the show, I don't think. Not today.
It'll only take about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tops.
Yeah.
Tops. I mean, it's crazy, but
What do you mean tops? Explain that
tops.
Well, tops of what?
Okay.
So anyway, you got that. Do you have matches on the show this weekend that you're producing?
Yes, I do actually. I'm really looking forward to the tag team match that's coming up, the Street Profits and with Andrade and Angel Gaza. So I'm really looking forward to that match. Those guys have been doing a phenomenal job building up to SummerSlam. Really have enjoyed watching them and working with those guys. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can produce up here at SummerSlam, and just excited to see what's going on. I really, really am. Just the whole show in general. I think from top to bottom, we have some great matches that's going to be going on. And, one of the greatest things is, the WWE now is leaving the Performance Center going into the Amway Arena. And we're actually going to have, like the NBA, we're actually going to have the virtual fans. So I'm really excited about that and see how that really works. And the first test of that is going to be this Friday on SmackDown.
And I heard there's a website you got to go to sign up to try to win the raffle, first come, first serve into being one of these digital people. But I love that you have to wear appropriate clothing and it has to stay on the entire time.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
never
I
mind.
mean,
I don't want to be a part of it.
well, I can tell you this: there's gonna have to be a 7-second delay, like they do in when we do the show, because if not, I can definitely see some fans streaking across the screen.
Oh my god.
Virtual reality. I'm trying to do something. Oh
Mo, put your
yeah.
shirt down.
I
Yeah.
can definitely see. I can
I'd
see
be
Mo
that guy.
doing that. I was about to say I can see Mo doing that.
And they'll be like, "Excuse me, sir, who do you think you are? I'm Devon's co-host."
Don't you know who I am?
Yes, and right behind me showing is Lindsay as well. Lindsay, woo.
Why would never do that for attention?
No, why?
As long as you have like some tape, like tassels that spill out
Yeah.
cable talk underneath, then it's fine.
I will always represent, of course.
Yeah.
Then I'm all for it. I say go ahead and do it. I'm gonna try to get you a link to get you in there right now. I'm just saying.
Okay.
First come, first serve.
I was gonna say, Devon,
No,
you
that's all
should
you had
have
to do.
some pull, right, to be able to get us as
No.
digital fans.
Listen, it might happen. I'm gonna see what I can do.
I'm
I gotta go to
free.
the blueprint. I bet you are. I'm gonna. I bet you. I got
I'll be
to
busy
go.
watching Lucifer.
Stop it. And don't go past the 5th episode. Just saying.
Oh.
Give me some time. Let's talk from 1 to 5. How's that?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right,
You
good.
gotta watch the whole thing. Just tell you otherwise.
I know.
You'd be like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it seems
No
like this is gonna
idea.
happen. She's gonna be like, yeah, I wonder.
Yeah. I might at that point I might want to just mute Lindsay at that point when she starts talking about something that I have not seen yet on Lucifer. So that might happen as well. I might have to mute your mic on my end.
Yeah. I can mute her mic, but you know. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And she's gone. Now she's just like, okay, well, if I can't watch the whole thing, then I don't even care.
Then I'm off.
I don't even care at this point.
Oh, look at that look. Look at that look.
That was some Linda Blair, Power of Christ compels you look right there.
Yeah, it sure was. You start spider walking, it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah. So with that, we are wrapping things up. Anything else we want to cover real quick? Anything to promote or push? Devon, you got that shirt, which people are going to ask me rather than ask you, when are they going to be able to buy one?
Well, they're going to be up and ready to go in September, mid-September. Again, it's Devon Dudley Academy, DDA, and this is the first version of the shirt. You can go on, my Twitter, Testify Devon, or my Instagram to check out the full shirt, and all information leading up to when you can buy the shirt coming this September will be on my social media. Again, Twitter is Devon Academy. And of course, Instagram, Testify Devon is my personal one. Devon Dudley Academy is the wrestling school. And of course, Facebook, Devon Dudley Academy. Please follow us and enjoy.
Yeah, and Mofo shirt. So if you're a Mo follower, you could get one of my shirts. And Lindsay will just give off her shirt. That's
I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you a shirt. We're going to get you a shirt. I'm gonna get you a shirt, and I think it's gonna be a bestseller.
Okay.